All right. Looks like Atlanta's all the way down to the 15-yard line. Let's see what happened there. First and 10 at the 15. Let's see what happened here. Looks like a line buck to Williams. Tony gets his pass. No man in zone. Oh, is that 19? 15 and a touchdown. Yep. See if I can get in the box score here. Oh, looks like a fumble. Maybe on the kickoff return. Yeah, Ray McLeod. Looks like a fumble kickoff return. Got the ball right away. One play touchdown. Wow. Atlanta on top. Tony with the ball now at the 25 after the touchback. I was checking the schedule. They played in week 16 this year, and Tony won the game 35-0. But I do want to couch that. Heineke had 4 picks. I was looking at the stats from the game. Obviously, just one of those games. Everything goes one team's way, and it went against Atlanta. The whole rest of the game. Just one of the games got away, and that happens in Strat. Of course, you're not 35 points better than another team. Usually, these teams are pretty even. Run to the left to A.J. Dillon off tackle, pass call. It's going to be 1 yard, 2nd and 9. Both these teams had excellent seasons. I think their records were 11-5, and that's why the game is in Denver, because Tony beat Atlanta. I believe this is the 4 versus the 5 seed. 2 playoff games have been completed. The one beat the 10, which was Arizona over Seattle. Looks like a short pass to Komet. Pass call by Anthony. Looks like a sack and a fumble, but the offense did recover it. Clowney had a 42%. Oh, they're going to pick it up and run with it. They're going to gain 3 yards. It's going to bring it back to 3rd and 10. Sack was a random 37 versus a 42. Clowney was a 9 versus McGarry, who was a 4 pass block. No additional linebackers sent, as you can see here. 3rd and 10. Tony's got Russell Wilson, T. Higgins. I believe that's Marquise Brown. And third wideout is Jacoby Myers. And Darren Waller, tight end. A.J. Dillon as one of his backs. He's very, very good team. Very solid all around. And let's take a look at, while we have a little time here, we'll look at Anthony's defense here. Vita Vea, Jerry Hughes, Clowney, who just had the sack, Matt Milano, excellent linebacker on the Bills. Looks like Jamal Adams at safety, Joey Bosa at outside linebacker, Von Bell at safety, Miles Bryant, a Patriot at safety, DJ Reed at corner, 5, Adoree Jackson a 6, and another 6, safety Harrison Smith. So he's loaded. I think Anthony made some trades at the deadline to boost up that defense. He looks like he's going to try to blitz here, possibly. 3-3-5, 3rd and 10. Flat Dillon, it's right, so it's an empty. And he's going to gain 10 yards on the zero man. So nice call there by Tony, hitting the zero man flat. Comes out with two tight ends and Dillon in the backfield. I think Anthony's defense is good. Check it here in a minute. All right, I got to go to the team notebook. Yeah, it is good. All right, looks like a wrong pass, short pass here to Brown. That's going to be incomplete, though, as DJ Reed makes a stop. It's nice having those 5 and 6 cornerbacks. Anthony showing blitz again here. T. Higgins on a look in. Oh, incomplete. The one miss there for Wilson on the flat, the 5 spot. Well, not the one miss, but one of the more common misses. Wilson, I think this card excels at the short pass. I think he's got a decent deep pass, a little less potent on the flat pass. It's going to be another 3rd and 10. See if he can convert this. A long pass to Brown. It's got zero man and right. See what goes down here. Wilson has a lot of must runs. Oh, looks like it's going to be a dump off. 7 yards this time. 4th and 3. See what Tony wants to do here. It's early. I think he's gonna punt it. Down to the 13-yard line. Hardman with the return. That's 0 yards. I think McCole Hardman is a free agent this year. I haven't heard anything about him signing anywhere. I think he was really banged up last season. He didn't have a great year with Kansas City. And Anthony takes over. His offense, Javonte Williams. Oh, George Kittle. Hardman. He's going to go Kittle with a look in. Rondale Moore's a wideout, and Chris Godwin. That's going to be complete to Kittle, no fumble, for 8 yards. Bring up a 2nd and 2. Wow, Tony's got a hell of a linebacker group here. Eric Kendricks, Darius Leonard. A little bit weaker on the left here. Anthony's going to come out 3 wide receivers here. On 2nd and 2, he's going to flat to Williams. He threw it at the 6. Oh, no, he threw it at the... Yeah, he did throw it at a 6. That's going to be a short gain. Yeah, Heineke's got that nice flat card. Only really 4 misses. 1 there, 2, and then 2 more there. Really only 11 misses. 4 misses on his card. Anthony comes out 3 wide again. It's going to be a line buck to Williams wrong. 0 man. Oh, and there's a 1. I had Javonte in a couple leagues. Did very well for me this year. He's not a guy you can sleep on and not call run against him at times. Got a nice 49 there on the line buck and a 30 on 11. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Anthony's got Jeffrey Simmons at DN, Corey Peters at nose tackle, Zach Allen at D end. Secondary, Rock in. Trevor Moehrig on the Raiders. Looks like a look into Williams. It's going to be thrown at another 6. He's going to get 2 yards, though. Keep checking the stream to see if anybody joins. Yeah, he's also got Jalen Guyton, 31 catches. Chris Godwin, yeah. Jerick McKinnon, obviously an excellent third down back. He's got the B Yak. Here, 3rd and 7. Going to put McKinnon in there. Tony goes in with a little bit more pass rush here at the left end versus a 7. Heineke doesn't have the greatest short pass, so sometimes he'll probably throw flat here. Short pass to Hardman. Oh, must run. It's going to gain 20 yards. Oh, is that frustrating? On defense. Yeah, he's got a very good must run card, probably about a 7 or 8 yard average, with 6 being in the middle here. But he's got some big high numbers there. Williams back in the game now. Seems to be the first and second down back for Anthony. Looking to Williams, wrong. Oh, he dodges. Wasn't going to be a pick anyway, but it would have been incomplete. Instead, he gets 1 yard. Those are scary. You hit those. Had a 3 roll with the first die, then a 4. So a 1 would have been a pick on that die. Second and 10. Going to go deep to Hardman. It looks like 0-man wrong. Probably. Oh, that's going to be complete. 32 yards. Oh, and only complete because it was wrong. Wow. And it's going to be 1st and goal at the 5 for Anthony. Comes out full house. Vita Vea in the backfield here. 6, probably a 6 blocker at this point. Yeah. With the +1. It's going to run it. Oh, Williams -1. I think that was 3 yard gain? Yeah. But he saves it. Pushes him back to the 6 yard line. Again, full house. Hardman. Oh, Hardman's yak is an A. Wow, that's excellent. And Kittle is also an A. Yeah. Jeff Wilson, too. He probably gets a lot of carries down at the goal line. He's got a pretty good right running card. It's another run right to Williams. It's going to hit the D card +2 yards. Tony did a nice job there. 1 man was going to be 3 yards. 2 men, 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 4. Sometimes down here at the goal line, just hope you get what you need. 50-50 opportunity. If you call it wrong, you hope it hits the D card. Oh, another. Oh, Jeff Wilson's going to run it in from the 4 +6. Wow. Yeah, that's a nice looking right run card. Line buck for Wilson. Yeah, wow, that is a nice card. Kick is good, and Anthony goes up 14-0. Oh, Ray McLeod again. Anthony will take the touchback. If you missed it earlier, joined. Ray McLeod fumbled the opening kickoff at the 15-yard line. Atlanta popped on it. One play later, they were in the end zone on a Williams 15-yard run for a touchdown. That was the first score of the game. All right, let's see if Tony can get some offense going here. Looks like a run to Dillon left. One man in zone. Wrong. He's only getting 2 yards. All right, 2nd and 8. 3-4 blitz. 2. Or draw 4 yards. So got a big 3rd and 4 here. Dillon stays in the game. Tony stays with the 2 wide receivers. 2 tight end set. Another blitz. I wanted to see what Tony's D was. Okay, average, good. Short pass to Waller, double teamed. That's going to be incomplete. Would have been a must run. Oh, there's an injury. Matt Skura is out for the rest of the game. Must be linebacker. Oh, right guard. I'm sorry. For Tony. Things are getting worse here. For the Denver Broncos. Good punt, though. 51 net. I'd like to see Tony, who I can't tell. I'm not going to be able to tell who he's got at. Oh, yeah, here we go. Skura is a 4-5. He's got to put Joshua Jones in there. A 0. See how that works. 1st and 10 at the 18. Line buck to Williams. That's going to be a short gain for 16 yards. Yeah, right. That would have been 0. So far, everything going Atlanta's way in this one. Comes out again, 3 wide. Long pass to Hardman. Versus a 5, 0 man. Looks like a dump off for 14. All right, looks like we got Dennis adding in. Hello, Dennis.
Dude, you're doing a radio broadcast. You're not sharing your screen. You got to hit present and then share screen.
All right.
Nothing is, you haven't shown the screen at all so far.
Okay, there we go.
That's better.
Opening kick, just to get you filled in, opening kickoff, Ray McLeod fumbled for Denver at the 15-yard line. Atlanta recovered. 1 play later, 15-yard touchdown run. Was up 7-0.
There was
Very
a
unfortunate.
I think Anthony said that he lost in the regular season like 28-3 or something like that.
35-0.
35-0. Yeah. So I guess he was due some good luck here after that regular season stuff. So.
Oh, a 16-yard gain on 1st and 10. Yeah, Anthony's got everything rolling today.
All right. So can you rearrange your stuff? Because it's like.
Oh, it's too.
It's covering. I guess it's okay. No, if you like it that way, I didn't think about that. It's not. It's just covering the screen behind them. Is this the way you usually play? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Now leave it like this. Leave it like this. This is a new perspective.
I never used to bring up the pass rush matchup, but then I saw you bringing it up, so I did. I don't really look at some of these, but
yeah, the play percentage is useless in my opinion.
Yeah.
Other stuff is good, but I usually put it like in the gray area and I move things around. But
yeah, Yeah, I've never tried stick. I guess you could probably stick it up. I could stick it up here. Nothing
Well,
shows
yeah,
up there, does it?
no, that's well, I don't know. What I do is like, you see how that you have like a lot of green area around the field. If you
Oh,
pull
around
that,
here. Yeah.
yeah, if you pull that over, no, the other way,
Oh,
go the other way with it. More, 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 a little more. Just oh, actually, that's fine like that. Then um, the little area where the like right above the play-by-play text, that little gray area. If you pull that down, um, like where it has the form, yeah, move that down a little bit. Nope, nope, the other one, yeah, that.
oh, I can't move this one.
You can't. Wait a
No.
minute. Oh, maybe it is the other one. You're right. It is the other one where you were
Move it up or
down,
down?
down, because you don't need all that other stuff. Yeah, keep
Oh,
going
I got you. Yeah.
more. Yeah, more down, more. Because you
Oh,
really
yeah.
don't
Now,
need.
now you can
Yeah,
stick it
stick it
up
up
here,
here.
right?
Right. Now get rid of
And
that. Who
where do you
cares?
stick
Well, I
this?
guess it's even. I stick that the card image where you have those two things, the so far today and the play
Oh,
percentage.
all right.
So put the card image there.
Anthony's getting held to a field goal here.
Then close the play percentage because it's meaningless. Put the pass rush matchup next. Yeah, either way. Yeah, perfect. Then move that one up. They can go either way, either order. Yeah, one there, one after it.
All right. Yeah. I like to see this.
Okay, yeah, that's important. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, put that.
Especially when I'm clicking around.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is a new perspective.
So yeah, Anthony held to a. Oh, he missed the
missed.
field goal. No
What
good.
did he roll?
He rolled a 10 with a -3 adjustment, so it must have been the 40-yard range.
He has a 2 through 9, I think, in that one.
Oh, all right. Yeah. See Atlanta. Oh, he's no good. 39 in the 30s. Also, 10 is no good.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, not the best kicker. All right, Anthony's got to get something going here. 2nd and 10. He's going now 3 wide. Oh, sack by Jamal Adams on a safety blitz. 51, 7 random.
Hawk on hawk crime.
Yeah.
He was. I think he must have been throwing to the. He must have been throwing to the halfback, and that's why it was as like an auto sack.
Let's see.
Oh no, it was just a 7 on a random. Got it.
Sure pass to Myers. Yeah. I watched your game yesterday. Oh my God, you had that incomplete with the 3 roll wrong right in between all the hits on Wentz's card to tie the game.
I had a couple like that. I don't think he got the first half. I have the first half on a silent cast. But like Wentz couldn't do anything. Guess wrong, guess right, guess wrong. No dump offs. Just a rough offensive performance. But you're going to get that with Carson Wentz sometimes,
Yeah, I saw you were the last drive there. You were very. I expected maybe some short passes to get out of bounds, but you continue to run the ball.
Yeah.
And one of the interesting things was you had the ball on the 32-yard line, and you ran left on the second to last play.
Yeah.
And you hit the 12 with the double bracket. And if you had run, it's just 50-50 shot. If you had run right, he left the linebacker out of there. It would have been a 22-yard run to the 10. So your last play would have been from the 10. And in my mind, I was thinking, wow, big difference between being on the 20 and being on the 10.
You're right.
I mean, I might even call run on you being on the 10,
Right.
At that point.
Right.
But, I mean, you could have had 2 plays if you could have got someone out of bounds on the last play.
Got it.
Even. But, yeah.
But I was gonna run into that at some point. There was not.
Right.
It would have been really tough for me to win it all with that.
Yeah.
With Wentz.
Nice hit on Hardman's card. wrong for first down.
The good thing about being down early is that there's still a lot of time to come back.
Yeah.
Like, even though Atlanta's in a hole, it's not like it's the
Denver.
end of the third quarter or something.
Is 7 yards to Williams. Williams is having a good day. 7 for 45. Both Anthony's been playing 3 wide receivers pretty much the whole game.
Interesting.
And yeah, I haven't seen a one die either, which is frustrating when you're on D and you don't get a one die
Right.
here and there. But there's a pass to Moore. That's going to be 6 yards. Yeah. 12 first downs to 1. Oh, Heineke 10 for 12. Heineke had a 20-yard must run earlier too. First and 10 on the 29. Looks like a look in to George Kittle at the 6. It's going to be complete for 5 yards. 2nd and 5. 10 minutes here in the second quarter. And Strat, you just hope the worm turns at some point and the rolls start going your way. But so far, it's been all Atlanta. Anthony calling a great game. Just not much you can do about it here. It looks like a 12-yard gain to Kittle, no fumble. And that's going to be first and 10 at the 12. Kittle's deadly. He did get the 5 run blocking this season. I think last season he was a 6. Not a big deal, but a little bit less potent. Linebacker draw to Williams. That's going to be sniffed out nicely by Tony, but he's still going to get 5 yards on the center, making the block for 5. Ryan Kelly, 6'7" center. Kelly actually gets a -1 on that key, but he did still successfully make the block, 5 versus a 5. And it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 7. Well, 2nd and 5 from the 7. Another run to Williams. That's going to be a 3-yard gain. On that one, there was a 6 die rolled, and Baron Browning was a 0, the linebacker in the gap. So that was a +3. I know some of the new guys that play the game. It's hard to figure out exactly how these rolls come out sometimes. Short pass to Kittle, run. Oh, it's going to be incomplete on the 12 hit. And 4th and 2, see what Anthony does here. He's got his option here, field goal and it looks like he's going to go for the field goal. And it's good. Ooh, 11 roll, but it was good. Kickoff, nice return out to the 31-yard line for Ray McLeod. Tony's back at it on offense here. Hopefully he can get something going. I think he's got 1 first down so far. Just has not been a good day. 12 plays, 14 yards. Obviously there's been some, I think at least a sack or 2. Short pass to Brown, right, with a blitz. Looks like a sack and a fumble recovered by the defense. Harrison Smith bringing the heat, A.J. Dillon, a two pass blocker. It was a 48% chance for a sack. The random was an 8, and that's a sack for 4 yards and a fumble because of the X over here rolled, and Atlanta's ball at the 28-yard line. See what Anthony decides to do here. Looking pass. That's incomplete to Rondell Moore. Rondell Moore, another A yak receiver. Look into Hardman again. Oh, short gain, 14 yards. It's going to be half the yards he needed for a TD. First and goal here at the 14. Williams has 13 runs left. I don't know if that's another look-in pass to Hardman against the 6. That's going to be incomplete. Nice play by Tony there. Put 2 in the left zone, so Heineke didn't have any opportunity to do anything on that. It was going to be 2-man over here, throw it to 6 or throw it to 6. Going to be 2nd and 10 here at the 14. Let's see, Hardman. Oh, wow, his short is not very good. Draw to Williams. That's going to be wrong, and a 12-yard gain. Wow, hit another nice short gain. Would have been 1 yard if you could have called that right, but it's going to be first and goal at the 2. Anthony's been running the ball inside the 10. Let's see if he continues to do that. And he does to Williams. Oh, fumbles occurred. Oh, the defense picks it up at the 3. It could be the break Tony's been looking for. Wow. He recovers it and keeps the ball right there. Williams had a 6 out of 1,000 chance to fumble. The roll was a 1. And on that type play, you need to keep him out of the end zone. If he had scored, it would not have been a fumble. It would have been a touchdown. I guess they would consider that the ball crossed the plane before he fumbled, so it would have been a touchdown. But Anthony with the right call on run, nose tackle, stop, and that ended up being huge from the 2-yard line. Linebuck to Dillon, wrong, in 0-man. There's a 7-yard gain for Dillon. Finally, Dillon hits a decent roll. That might be the long for the game so far. Yeah, it is. He's got 4 carries, 14 yards. And Devonta Freeman comes into the game at running back. Devonta has a sneaky good run card, too. Yeah, look at that off tackle. Nice short gains. At 6 and 7 with a 21 on 12 and a 32 on 2. There's a linebuck to Freeman, 22 yards. Yeah, that's a nice 22-yarder. Would have been 0 if he called run. So yeah, I've been stung by Devonta Freeman in strat this year, just running the ball down my throat. Anthony still blitzing here. It's going to be a off tackle right to Freeman. Oh, he gets 9. Nice run. 2nd and 1. 3 minutes left in the half. Anthony's got all 3 timeouts. He doesn't really have to rush here. He's got 59 more yards to go, but he can do that easily in 3 minutes. It's going to be a line buck to Dylan wrong. Oh, that's a short gain, 15 yards. So now Tony seems to be getting some nice running yardage for the first time all game. Anthony comes out in 3-3-5 blitz. Let's see what Freeman's blocking. Oh, he's a 0. Flat pass right to Freeman with a blitz there. He's going to only gain 2 yards. That was a 4 there. I don't know. I think he threw to the right. It was a 0. But he missed the linebacker in zone. Oh, no, there was a 4 there. Okay. So 2nd and 8. Clock's going to stop here no matter what happens. Whether it's a running play or a pass play, it'll stop at the 2-minute warning. Another flat to Marquise Brown on the left. Oh, that's at the 5. Oh, that's caught for 4 yards. I'll bring up a big 3rd and 4 here from the 38. Probably 2 down territory here for Anthony. I don't know who his field goal kicker is. If he's really good from 50, I guess you could consider kicking it. If this play doesn't go well. But with 4 yards to go, leaves open the run and the pass with no containment rule in place. Line buck to Freeman, 1 man in zone. That's going to be 7 yards and a first down. I don't think Anthony's called a run on this drive yet. Anthony's been hoping for a roll on the D card because he's been plugging very good with those blitzing linebackers and safeties. But most of the rolls have been on the offensive card in this drive. And there's another one. Off tackle right. Freeman, 3 yards. That was unfortunate. He had another wrong there with the 2 short gains. First dive was a 6. So that left him. Short gain, 3, 4. He got the worst result. 2nd and 7. See whether Russ tries to throw it here. Russ tries to cook. Or Freeman tries to cook. Freeman's got 11 carries left. That blitz is still coming. Looks like a draw to Freeman. That's going to be 0-man wrong. Oh, and he gets a 4. Wow. All right, I'll pick up a big 3rd and 3. 1:15 left. Maybe Denver's probably just going to hurry up here. It looks like. I don't think he's called timeout yet. Yeah, he has all 3. Yeah, he is going to hurry up. 52 seconds. And you hurry up there, because if you have to kick a field goal here, you don't want to give Atlanta more time. But if he gets his first down, then he can start calling his timeouts if he needs them. Big 3rd and 3. You know, for Denver to go into half down, say 17-7, would be a huge win, considering how things have gone so poorly for Denver in this half. It would be quite a win to go in down only 10 points. Off tackle right, 1 man in zone wrong. Another 4. That's going to be a first down, though. And now it might be time to start calling the timeouts. I don't know what the hurry up here will be. 30 seconds. Yeah, so he's going to save 15 seconds with that timeout. And now they're on the 20, 1st and 10. And 3 runs right in a row, 2 8 and 2 9s. Or was it 2 8s? No, it was 1 8 and 2 4s, 2 9s for 4 yards to get the first down. Dillon is in the game now. Oh, he's got 15 carries, so he has plenty. We'll see if he goes up the middle with him or right tackle. And the blitz is in effect again here for Anthony. Again to the right. No linebacker behind him, but it's going to be a 6 roll on the D card for no yards. Anthony's going to call another timeout. So now he's got 37 seconds and 1 timeout left. 2nd and 10. Dillon's card here. Not really great end run wrong, but very nice off tackle and decent line buck. And he's got a very good line buck right, as you can see here. That's much better than most of the cards in the set. Dillon's a real Earl Campbell type back, for those old enough to remember Earl Campbell. So you get that card where you can at least get some yards right. Flat to the right. It's the 0-man in zone, though. Yeah, and it's incomplete. Oh, very difficult roll there. A lot of the wide receivers, they get this type flat pass card. Tyreek Hill is another guy that reminds me of the flat pass. It's nice. It's got a lot of hits, but there's really they don't have the yardage that the tight ends have. For instance, Darren Waller, you look at his flat. I mean, look at, you got 13, 12, 17. This is all right, 9. But yeah, some of those wide receivers, they don't really have they have 23 hits. Not including that, but they're just not the yards. Draw to Dillon here on 3rd and 10. He's going to get 7. So 4th and 3 is probably going to be field goal time. Atlanta will either call timeout or Tony will run the clock down here to 1 second and kick. Yeah, that's what Tony's going to do. Run it down to 1 second and bring on the field goal team. It's a 30-yard field goal. Nice, and that's good. And that's going to do the first half. Going to do it for the first half, 17-3. And Atlanta is going to get the second half kickoff, of course, after the first half fumble by Denver on the opening kickoff. Looks like Tony needs a little time. I have a game at 8 o'clock tonight in another league. So I'm going to have to probably cut off the broadcast here in a little while. The other league doesn't have Slack or anything, so I'll probably have to wait for an email. Let's take a look at the box score while we're here. It was about 27 minutes of complete domination. Well, not 27, maybe 25 minutes of complete domination until the fumble by Atlanta here by Williams at the 2-yard line. And Denver really got something going on that long drive. But Atlanta just 7.8 yards a play, 99 rushing, 150 passing. Just an incredible half for the Falcons. Tony, 85 yards rushing. All right, let's go.
Here you are.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, what a half.
Yeah. I mean, doors wide open for him, though. Doors wide open.
We were just looking at it, looking at the box score, and crazy.
Yeah.
It
I
would have been
came up empty
yeah,
twice.
yeah. The fumble down there, the missed field goal, and it looks like Tony's ready. I was telling the people how, I mean, if Tony could get in down 10 points, what a win that would be.
Right?
But your defense stiffened up there at the end, holding them to 3.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of carries, so he can, in theory, do that all game. The injury to his guard is not that big of a deal. I got to bring 2 to make it happen. But, right. After getting killed in the pass rush for a while, I mean, it does affect you mentally, so he may not be throwing short and long very much, but I don't know. I mean, do you sit back or do you call run? It's
yeah.
It all depends what I can do on this drive. I think it's going to dictate my defensive calls. If I can get a score, that'll really help. But
right.
All right, I'll bail out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get back. Let's look at the drive possessions here. See for Anthony here, touchdown, missed field goal, fumble.
Howdy. Hey, so go back to full screen because it's back on the people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, now do you want me to share my screen since you're gonna have to exit and go play?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, so go back to there, and I'm gonna say share screen.
I do stop, or you just pick it right up.
No. I'm gonna share screen.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta select it here. So I'm gonna share the entire screen. Where's it at? Entire screen. Let's go with screen 2. Okay, so we got screen 2 shared. Now you have to add it to the broadcast,
Okay.
and I'm gonna exit. Let me go grab the ID. It is game numbers. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I got my screen up. That should be the focus of the broadcast now. What time are you going to leave? Right now?
Well, I'll stay in it until I get pinged by my opponent.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to share this over here, and I'm sharing my second screen, so we'll put this right here. Okay. All right, so you keep doing the play-by-play, then I'll just take over when you're done.
Okay. Yeah, Tony had Anthony got down to the 2-yard line, and he fumbled.
Yeah, I heard it. I was listening over the air.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Over my headset.
And then Tony drove the length of the field, but he got held to a field goal.
Got it.
By the end of and that ended the half. So yeah, it was. I mean, he was at the 20, 1st and 10 with 52 seconds and 2 timeouts, something like that, and so he really had time, but he got held on his next set of downs.
Atlanta got the ball first.
Yeah.
So they're
well, Atlanta got the ball first here in the second half. Yeah.
Denver just lost Zach Allen.
Yeah, I see that.
So he's going to get replaced by a 0-9, which could be beneficial in the pass rush area.
Right. But Tony ran the ball mostly down the field.
Got it. Yeah, I heard Anthony say he was like he might be spooked by the pass rush.
Yeah. And he didn't call run once the entire drive. Oh, Godwin with a 0. Oh. Nice. Hit the open slot for Tony. I think Godwin was covered by a 4, but I'm not 100% sure. And the roll was a 5. Brings up a big 3rd and 11. Yeah, even Tony's mentioning he knows he dodged a bullet there, but we all dodge bullets at times. And this is a big play here, 3rd and 11. See what Anthony does here. Does he throw short or try to go flat and try to get one of those yak flat calls?
It's got all 7s except for the right guard, which means, you get that black ID coming up. It's a good chance for a dump off. Right.
Yeah, because Heineke's, of course, short pass is not great. But he's got a good run, must run, which there's 10 opportunities for that.
Yeah, Heineke's interceptions is the only thing that you have to watch out for on the short pass.
Yeah, I know. I hadn't checked his stats. He threw 20 interceptions this year.
Yeah, 2 through 7, but that's he has the runners to make him guess wrong more often than not.
Right. And
the deep pass is dangerous. Look at that 10, 2 through 10 on 10.
Yeah.
For the long pass.
But I mean, the great majority of his passes are flat.
Right, exactly.
So he's really not playing in that world a lot.
So is he showing blitz?
No,
just the 3-3-5.
Yeah. Williams, I don't think he's a good pass blocker. Yeah, he's a 2. He's got so many A yaks. Yeah. I mean, he won't even throw to a B. He doesn't need to. Kittle, short, 4-man. That's going to be incomplete. Tony does have average run D, but good pass D. The average run D has really been hurting Tony because, Williams has been running up the gut, and he's got the 2-6 guards.
Yeah.
I mean, 1-6 guard and 1-6 center.
And then you go to a 3 wide, and you only lose one. They're still going to make the block 2/3 of the time.
Right. The that's a good 56-yard net there for Anthony on the kick.
And now, is Dillon his most dangerous runner? Because that's not somebody who's going to get you to call run a ton.
He has Devonta Freeman. And so he used Freeman for about half the drive and Dillon for half the drive. I think he's trying to keep their carries in line. You know what I mean?
Right. Makes sense.
I don't know if he's got a third. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's going to get -1 on the flat.
I hate that rule, but it is unique, I guess.
Yeah, the A has a 6-yard gain at 8.
Because Anthony says he likes it because it makes it harder for the flat pass wizards to just dink and dunk their way down the field, and that's true. I mean, that is true.
There's a wrong short. We haven't seen that for a while. That's a nice hit on Russ's card for 15. Look like Russ is starting to cook.
Let's go.
6 for 12, 37 yards and 3 sacks.
So what do you think next year? Is he going to go back to what he was now that he's got Sean Payton, or do you think he's actually deteriorating?
I don't know. I hope he's good. Linebuck to Dillon, 1 man in zone wrong. It's going to be 7 yards. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, you got to kind of play the long game with Russ at this point, right? I mean, he's going to be in there with Peyton. I mean, I don't expect him to light the world on fire next year, learning a whole new offense and everything. But, if he can be good year 2, 3, 4, or whatever that contract was.
Right. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if Denver has the team to really compete, around him.
No, but he just added 2 offensive linemen. What I would look for as a strat coach is stock up on Denver offensive linemen, because those Saints offensive lines were always great.
Yeah, they were always 7 pass blockers. Dillon Wright, 1 man in zone. He's going to get the 4 yards in the first down. Yeah, I think the Patriots need to do that too. They need to get back to Belichick was always a guy that liked to have a good offensive line and defensive line, and they kind of got away with that. Got away from that last year. I would really love if Belichick took an offensive tackle in the first round, one of those type guys you got around for 15 years, but we'll have to see. Pats have so many needs, you really can't say where they're going to go.
Yeah, but you guys, Pats fans, you guys got to have like a 10-year, where you can't complain about anything with all the championships you guys won.
No, it's going to be 40 years before we win another title. It took 40 years before they got Brady. Oh, there's a fumble. Oh, the defense is going to recover. Tough luck for Tony there. The completed pass to T. Higgins, fumble.
This is just where you say, it just wasn't your night. I mean,
I know. I was saying that earlier when everything was going bad, and I was just saying he needs the worm to turn at some point, you hope. Yeah. It is. It's frustrating. I had a game against Bob M in Battle Royal. He has 4th and 8 for the game. I double teamed correctly with the safety, and he rolled the 7 card on Matt Ryan's plus 10 completion, and drove down the field and won the game. Long way to go, unfortunately, Tony says. Did we lose Dennis? Dennis, you there? Oh, I think you might be muted. Can you hear me, Dennis?
I muted myself. I was talking and I didn't realize. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. There we go.
So what was that thing about Middleman? You
Yeah, I was playing him in BR the other day, and I was up 6. He had the last drive, and it was 4th and 8, and I doubled the tight end with my safety. He threw to the tight end, and he had Matt Ryan, and the only completion was on the 7, and he hit it.
Oh man!
And he drove the rest of the field. He hit another 4th down and 10, but I didn't double the tight end, and it was an X play. I had a 4 on him. And so he ended up making that play also, the 2 4th downs. But the killer was the double team. You know, you get the O card. He only can roll the 7, rolls the 7, and drove down the field and beat me. But
wow.
It was really my fault, though. I was up 14 points early in the game, and I only got 3 field goals the rest of the way. And he held me inside the 17 3 times and twice inside the 10 to field goals.
Wow.
And I knew the last time I kicked a field goal to go up by 6 that I was going to be in trouble, you know. And he made me pay. But that's the kind of stuff that happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you get a 1 out of 6 shot, and that's what happens. I was thinking also, remember a couple years ago, SFFDL, you were playing Westland?
Yeah.
Nick, and I think you threw a pick in field goal range on the 3-man short pass average card or whatever. You know what I mean? Where it's got the 12s on it.
Yeah. 2 through 4 and 12 or something like that.
Yeah, right. And you ended up losing that game because of that. You know, he drove. I think the score was tied, and he drove the field, got a field goal, he beat you, and then he went on to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's the little.
But yeah, it's like one of those things. But I got to cut out. The guy just texted me about playing.
Okay, so don't shut this down, because even though I'm sharing or whatever, you're still gonna be the one that shuts the broadcast down when it's over.
Okay, so I'll just exit. I'm watching the game, but you don't care about that, right?
Yeah, totally fine.
Okay, I'll get out of the game. All right, take care. Good luck.
All right, and keep an ear open, because I'll tell you when it's over, or I'll actually, you don't have to worry about it. You can take your headset off, but I'll
You can just send me something in Slack. Yeah.
Exactly. I'll send you a message in Slack.
All right. Thanks.
All righty. Off tackle right there for 4 yards. Linebacker cannot make the play, Baron Browning. I found Anthony's team, of all the teams in the regular season, the toughest to play against, especially on defense. He has all those 5s and 6s when he's defending you, and he moves them around well. He'll like move his starting free safety to the XDB in a 3-3-5. He just defends really well with that team. And then on offense, all the A's and the great flat passer. So there Tony put 2 6s in 2 of the zones and 2 men in the other zone. So that if you got 6 linebackers against the pass, it could probably make it a lot harder on a flat pass guy like Heineke. We've even seen
Right.
Anthony go short more often and even take a shot deep, which like Michael says, not really where he likes to play. So I would make Anthony the favorite to win it all right now. He's already making it to the Final Four. We got Arizona, very good team, but I had a much harder time against Anthony and Mike and your team, Michael, than I did against Arizona. I lost 2 close games against Arizona. It's not taking anything away from him, but your guys' team scared me more, especially Anthony's. Anthony's is built for this system. All the sevens. If he does decide to go short, he gets the dump
Right.
offs. He's got the good guess wrong rushers.
Yeah, I was
Nice
actually
card
surprised
pickup.
he lost 5 games,
Yeah, but
but I know things happen.
yeah, exactly. But how he played against the best teams really told the story. I think
Yeah, I
I would
didn't
have
get
to
to
look.
play him in the regular season or Arizona. I didn't play both of those. I lost to 4 playoff teams. I lost to San Diego, Dallas, Tampa Bay, and Dallas, San Diego, Tampa Bay. What's the other one? Green Bay. Lost to Butch.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so they were all playoff teams, but yeah, Butch is still in it. I noticed, and I think if he wins, he'll be the lowest seed left, so he'll have to play Atlanta. And
No, Arizona. He'll play
I mean
Arizona.
Arizona. I meant, yeah, I say Atlanta, and I'll get the winner of this game.
Yeah, who's it? They played them? They played later tonight, right?
Yeah, yeah. San
Green Bay
Francisco
against.
2. So if
Yeah,
San Francisco wins, I have to play him at San
yeah,
Francisco.
I like San Francisco in that matchup. Nothing against Butch, but he's made it this far with a poor unit, right? Poor pass or poor run.
Yeah, he played great against me. He called a ton of run. Oh no, I think he's got poor run D. Yeah, he called a ton of run against me and did a great job on defense. I thought I was going to score at will. I only got 18 points. He put up 30 on the number 1 D in the league, and he did a hell of a job with him.
Yeah, but that'll catch up to you eventually.
Yeah, I saw some of the games he lost. I was surprised, but like you said, if you don't get when you got the poor run D there, that's tough. You really got to coach him up. Bless you.
That's my son. It's hard to hit the cough button when it's not you that's coughing or sneezing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's an 18. Oh no, an 8-yard pickup. I thought he had a man in the zone, but I guess it was outside linebacker. the game's still going, even though it's a 21-point deficit. Tony's not giving up, which is good. Um, I'm having to do some work here while I'm watching. I'm working, but I'm also looking at something. What's up? Cookie. Okay, back 24-10. So we got a field goal on that drive. Oh no, got a touchdown. So got it from 21 points to 10 points. Now he needs to stop. 3rd and 2. This would be a big play if he's able to do it. Guessed wrong run for 1 yard on the previous play. Curl guessed right. No chance for a sack, but hits a blank. So 4th and 2 will have to punt in his own end. So there's got a chance. You're telling me there's a chance. .45-yard punt. Ray McLeod. Cat make up for his fumble on the opening kickoff. But he does return it for 7. So here we go. 11:06 to go in the game, in the regulation, I should say. You never know. So go 7s put up a nice wall for Anthony's team. I'm going to go without the pass rush matchup. Let's just go with this. Too crowded with that on my second screen. Sideline right to Marquise Brown. Double cover by the free safety. Still gets 5. That's why you never give up, man. You keep fighting. 3 lost fumbles to 1 lost fumble. The yardage disparity is definitely in Atlanta's favor. 131 more yards. But Denver's got the ball. They can go down and make this a 1-score game. Off tackle draw left to Dillon. That's going to go nowhere. The offensive onside end can't make the block. T. Higgins. Five. Three, 3-5 showing blitz. Davian Clowney is a 10. VDV is a 3. Hughes is a 5. Hitch to Higgins. Covered by a 6. There's a 5 linebacker in the zone. It hits a blank. And with 9:36 to go in regulation, I think you have to go for it here. It makes it harder when you have the yak. Because like normally you could count on the 4 and the 6 guessed right being first downs. Now you have to hope you get a good yak adjustment. It's got the same formation, 3 wide. Dillon in the backfield. Now climbing switch to the other side. He's sticking with a 6 in there now. Just in case he runs the ball. He goes to 3-2-6, actually begging him to run the ball. He'd have to break contain though, 4th and 5. He's going to be able to do 2 true doubles. Crossing pattern to Kobe Myers. Covered by a 6, but he's pulled back to the long pass zone, so defender X will be complete. Got some decent chances on Russ's card, as well as the must runs. And it is going to be a dump off. 12 yards, no fumble. So he converts the 4th and 5. Darren Waller grabs it and scoots around the right flat for 12 yards. That's his first catch of the game. Waller's been shut down, as has a lot of the targets on the Broncos, I would imagine. Back to a 3 wide. A lot of carries left for Devonta Freeman for this late in the game. Up tackle draw. He's going to use one of those. And he gets the White die 3, so it doesn't go to the white die 1. 8 yards, 2nd and 2. Dylan's in there now, alternating now. Dylan's got about the same amount of carries left. They each have 7, unfatigued, I think. So that's what I'm saying about Anthony. He's got 6 cornerback Adoree Jackson, inside run to Dylan, to get strong. White die 1 shows up, but it's still a 3-yard pickup. Stopped a short game, though. As a 6 nickel back, usually it's his free safety. So he moves the starting free safety in a base formation to nickel. And then he has a 0 coming at free safety, Jamal Adams, that he can use to double team. Strong safety, Von Bell. It's a 5. And cornerback Dedery's got 2 5s, 2 6s. With a free safety, his outside linebacker is Milano, who's covering Dylan. Just screen right to Dylan. White die 6 comes up, so he moves it down to the 33, 1st and 10, 7-12 remaining in regulation. This would be the mother of all comebacks if he can get this in the end zone and be able to punt it away. There's a 3-yard must run by Russ. Square out right to Higgins. White die 4 against the rating of TJ Edwards is a 5. $37. 4 down territory. Look at Tony's pass blockers. 5, 0, 5, 7, 7. The 7 injury. Matt Skura is out, and that's why there's a 0 in there. It's a run call. Crossing banner to Jacoby Myers. Guessed wrong on Jacoby's card is a plus 13. First down. It would have been 13 guessed right. But it would have been, actually wouldn't have been on, I think, because it was a D show, it would have been a dump off. So who knows how that could have gone. First and 10 to 17. 3-5 showing blitz. Blitz is coming with 1 linebacker. So Milano's coming in support. It's a sniper scope touchdown. Jacoby Myers again doing some damage on this drive. It's his 3rd catch of the drive, I think. Altogether 4 for 46. Down by 8 pending the extra point. The analytics would tell you to go for 2, but in strat, it was almost a sack. Look at that. 51% chance of a sack, Jamal Adams against A.J. Dillon. And it was 51%, and it was a random 61. So let's see if he sticks with the analytics and tries to go for 2. No. You see, I don't necessarily buy the analytics because in strat, you know a lot more. You're facing a good pass D or run D. You're facing 5s and 6s up front, so a lot harder to count on getting it just wrong, just right. So Tony has come back from a 21-point deficit to make this a 7-point game. 5:24. He's going to say 1 minute. Contemplating the onside kick, but I think it's way too early for that. If you look at the ball possession, Falcons started off red hot. Touchdown, missed field goal, and they would have scored on their first 2, 3, 5 possessions, but they fumbled it at the 2-yard line. Then in the second half, it's been punt, touchdown, punt. So a 6-play drive and a punt, 9-play drive for a touchdown, 3-play drive for a punt, 3 and out. Meanwhile, the Broncos fumbled on the opening kickoff. Punt, fumbled. Again, I think of one play after kickoff on a receiver fumble, I believe. Then a field goal. Then this half, they had another fumble, the third most fumble of the game. Maybe that was a receiver fumble. And then 2 long touchdown drives, both 11 plays, over 70 yards each one. Each drive took 6 minutes, one took 5 minutes. So Tony's thinking, am I going to be able to have enough time? Especially if you don't get the stop right away. He does kick deep. It would not have been a successful onside kick. It would have been 2, 3, 11, or 12, and he rolled a 9. But it also didn't take any time off the clock. So 5:24 after the touchback. And we got a 3-4 defense coming out against the Falcons. So on defense, as a coach, you got to guess right. Is he going to run it with Williams, or is he going to throw a flat pass? He doesn't. He throws a crossing pattern, and Heineke hits it. Can you imagine if he would have thrown a pick there? Whew. No risk it, no biscuit. 1st and 10. He needs about 3 more of those to really put the pressure on. You get into field goal range, and you're 35 to 45 to 45 to 35. That would have been a dreaded 5 if he had tried to run it. Run, call, deep pass to Hardman, 53 yards. And again, go big or go home. Decided to throw caution to the wind. Guessed right, it's incomplete. But guessed wrong, it's a 53-yard catch. And now you can run it. Burn some clock, kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. Big sigh of relief from Anthony right here. There's a run against the run call. It's going to pick up 2. 3:36 to go. Second and 8. We're good. I think we're good still. Goes to the old 3-back 2 tight end set. 3 running back, 2 tight end. Run, kick a field goal. That's the conservative, safe way to do this. You throw a short, could be trouble. Stops him for no gain. 3rd and 8. Probably would have preferred a 6 +1 if you're Tony, because then he's inside the 10 and can't throw flat, which is Heineke's expertise. Although in this formation, you really don't want to throw flat because then you'll be 2-minute zone. Can you imagine a flat pass, left flat or right flat, and you throw a pick 6 from here? Yeesh. 18 for 97 so far for Williams. 2 touchdowns and 1 fumble. Either throw a short or running it. I think he's going to run it to Jeff Wilson. I'll take a right to Javonte Williams. Guessed right. He goes nowhere. Minimum fumbler, though, so that's good. So here comes the field goal. Make it a 2-score game. Denver takes their first time out to leave 2:42 on the clock. The kick is good. Chris Boswell nails it. So now you need to get into field goal range as quickly as possible and kick a field goal and try to recover the onside kick. 2:24 to go in regulation. Couple of big runs on 12, linebacker off tackle. Instead, it's a short pass, rest to T. Higgins for 12 yards. Again, get into field goal range. Let's look at the Denver field goal kicker. Yeah, he needs to be inside the 32. Slide to Waller, covered by a 5. Seven yards on the dump off. Still in the 3-2-6. Button hook to Dillon. There's one DB there. Guessed wrong on the receiver card because his normal coverage guy had moved. And we are at 1:45 after he used the timeout here, I think. No, he went hurry up. So 1:37, 2 timeouts still in his pocket. Sideline right to Jacoby Myers is going to only pick up 2 thanks to the yak, but he gets out of bounds. 1:30, 3rd and 8. I'm sorry, I didn't go hurry up on the previous one. After the first down, he spiked the ball, so now it's 3rd down. So that was 2nd down after the spike. I say you just use your timeout because now you got 2 downs to pick up 8 yards. Should be 2 downs to pick up 3 yards, but curl to Higgins, covered by a 6. Doesn't matter. Russ gets it in there. Call timeout. Maybe get spike it again. But you're not going to be able to force him to punt. He does spike. I think it's about time to get the field goal kicker in there. 2 through 9, I think, but take what you can get. Two through 9. Maybe wants a little more yards for the adjustment. Oh, and he gets sacked. Jadeveon Clowney comes in hard. Now he uses the timeout on 3rd and 20. If there was any chance, it would have been go ahead and get that field goal. Now he's got to get 10 yards on this play to be even considering kicking a field goal. Back to Jacoby Myers. He gets 14. Okay, so take the timeout, kick the field goal, try to get the onside kick. You don't need to get a touchdown right now. And they shake the field goal. Riley Patterson. Bad time to roll boxcars. And that'll be the game, folks. 27-17. Yep, one of those nights. That's the game. Denver Broncos avenge a regular season loss. There's my box score or my recap thing. Let's look at the box score here real quick. Tony fought back well. Cut that lead down to 7 points. Couldn't get over the hump. And I thought Anthony coached really well when he had that, got the ball back up 7, put the hammer down instead of just trying to run and hope you get a first down. Threw deep, hit McCole Hardman for a 53-yarder, and that was the biggest play of the game, or the biggest yardage play anyway. Big time for it. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Let's go over here.
Oh, Dennis, Anthony just wanted to get into the StreamYard.
Yeah, I can't do it though. You have to do it.
Oh, I have to do it. Okay. Let me jump on here. Okay. Here we go. All right.
Yes.
So, Anthony.
Don't want to keep you too long. Appreciate you doing the broadcast.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I was hit and miss because I was working, and then Michael did all the play-by-play in the first half, and now he's playing a game. So I had a question about Tony comes back down 21, cuts it to a 7-point lead. You get the ball back, and I just love that sequence where you were aggressive. You put the hammer down through deep to McCole Hardman. Mm-hmm. Tell me about your thought process there. Why were you so aggressive? And what were you thinking? And how, you got to be happy the way that came out.
Well, I mean, Dennis, one thing I've learned from you is that it's, although you've never said this explicitly just by watching you, it's the most important thing, I think, calling a game offensively is anticipating whether your opponent's going to call run or pass and then doing the opposite. It's probably the most important thing. Through 4 quarters, right?
Sure.
And that's 3rd and 8. That doesn't matter the down and distance really all that much. comes in, of course, in certain situations, but for the most part, that's a true statement. So in that spot, that was a chance to get a run call. I thought I set it up a little bit with the Goodwin short pass, because I thought that would bring the safety down.
Right.
He is a good pass D, so he'd be looking for picks,
Right.
as he should. So Goodwin first down, short pass, set up the long pass right after that. As opposed to pass setting up the run, it was pass setting up the pass there. And yeah, if you get that opportunity, you think you're getting a run call, I mean, go for it, right? I mean, at the end of the day, worst case, I punt it, and he's got 3 minutes to go down the field, and he has not been moving the ball that way all game long. He's had to dink and dunk. He had an injury on his line. Not that it mattered much. His right guard was out, but even without the right guard injury, I had such strong pass rush numbers that I couldn't play in fear of him getting the ball with 3 minutes left. That's
Right.
really what it came down to. Now, if he had a different offense, I might play, but there was a little more fear. That might move the dial a little bit, but it didn't. It didn't here, so just went for it.
Yeah. And then I heard about the first fumble, opening kickoff. I saw the last fumble, which I think was a receiver fumble. What was the fumble in the middle that he lost? And I know about your fumble that you lost on the two. What was this? Was it a sack fumble?
Yeah, sack fumble. That's right. Yep.
Okay. So I thought your pass rush played a big part aside from the fumble, but you put pressure on him and put him in difficult down and distance situations. So
yeah, I mean, it's sort of what you want to do, right? You want to. I mean, I don't know that Tony would agree, but I think that when you get early sacks and you have good numbers, it definitely leaves an imprint on the opposing coach, in their play calling. So, and that's what happened. It seemed that way anyway, that he got sacked and then got shy going short and long from that point forward. He's third in the league in throwing short. To 33% clip, he goes short.
Right.
But it was really nice to have. I think a fun part of the league is the deadline acquisitions, and getting Clowney at the deadline made
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
huge difference today. Yeah.
Definitely having a 5'10" pass rush on the end. It's big time.
Didn't have him before, and he caused. He had two and caused one. He caused that last one. It was interesting. I mean,
what was that deal? What did you give up for him?
Gave up Houston Texan, now Sheldon Rankins.
Got it.
Just signed with Houston today. Did Sheldon.
Right.
So he'll get a 5 along the defensive line next year, I'm sure.
How many sacks does he have in 2022?
He had 3 sacks, so he's not going to bring much rush, but he'll be a run stopper.
Got it.
Next year. That's worthwhile. I mean, you weren't going to keep Clowney. Clowney's going nowhere. I mean, he just got cut today, as a matter of fact. So
he'll. I don't think he had the stats this year to get a rating, but you never know. He could sign some more and bounce back. But you're not going to keep him at a high.
He's not a keeper. Yeah, he's not a keeper. Yeah. No, that's for sure. Yeah, that's salary. No way. That last drive was pretty interesting. I thought.
He was fortunate on 3rd and 20 to get that 14-yarder to get the sack by Clowney, put him in a hole that I thought he should have kicked the field goal.
That's what I was going to say. Right then. Yeah. Yep. I expected. That's what I expected. The field goal right there, and then all of a sudden back up against the wall, but got the completion and then missed it.
Right.
But he couldn't do much long, couldn't do much short. It was tough box, and I was hitting the sacks today. So that's
nice.
That's what it comes. I'm looking forward to this next one, San Francisco, Green Bay, 10:00. I'll be on that call. That should be a good one. Butch and Lawrence is a good matchup.
Yeah, I mentioned in the broadcast that of all the teams I played in the regular season, yours was by far the toughest game for me, and it's a combination of your yak proficient receivers, your flat pass quarterback, good guess wrong runners, and on defense, the way all the 5s and 6s, and the way when you're in 3 wide, you're able to move the Harrison Smith to extra DB, put Jamal Adams back there. He's a 5. If you bring him to the line on a pass rush, he can stop runs. He can create havoc as a pass rusher. And I just found it really difficult to move the ball against your defense. Part of that's having Carson Wentz, my quarterback, but it's still you call a good defensive game, and I think I told, even though you're the 5th seed in this tournament, I thought that you'd be my pick to win it all. So we'll see what happens in this next. I know I'm putting pressure on you, but I think
it comes down to Heineke throwing picks because he can throw picks guessed right.
yes, absolutely.
He's a 2 through 5 or something on. He's like Jimmy G.
Right, but you avoided the picks against me, and I found that I was like waiting for my turnover, never happened. So that could, you're right. That'll tell the story. So, do you have a preference here? Because right now, if Butch wins, you play Michael. If Lawrence wins, you're going to play Arizona and Mark.
No, both of those are tough. Both of those are tough. I mean, Butch sits out there with the poor D, right? Poor run, is it?
Right. Yeah, but you won't play him. You won't play him.
No chance to play him. Right. I mean, you just look at ratings, and that's you want to get you want to match up with one of those ratings because you can. But there's no choice here. They're both solid squads. So honestly, no preference.
Cool.
I mean, just going back to, I'm just looking at my dump off margin. I finished 20th in dump off margin this year
with all those 7s.
Yeah, because of a low pass rush. I mean, that was the importance of Clowney.
Got it.
Is now I should be able to perform better than 20 dump off margin, meaning the amount of dump offs my opponent had versus the amount of dump offs I had. Right, not adjusted for play call.
And a lot of that will also. That's also driven by the type of game you play with Heineke.
Yeah.
You're not going to get as many dump off opportunities when you're throwing no dump offs on a flat.
Right.
And when you're controlling the game and you're in the lead, you're waiting for them to bring their free safety up, call run, and then you can go over the top, and you're not going to get a dump off against the run call either. So,
but the dump off is such a big part. It should be a bigger part of my game, and I've tried in the last couple of games. It hasn't worked out so well when I've had some good pass rush, because if you throw to those guys, I mean, all those A's underneath on the dump off, I mean,
right. But to do that, you have to throw short.
You have to throw short,
and then you're risking Heineke's short picks.
Yes.
Guess right. So it's a balancing act. So
yep.
All right, man, I'm gonna let you go. Take a little break. Enjoy the victory and get ready to call that game tonight. I'll jump on later if I can, but that's usually fam time. So I'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate you guys doing it. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
All right, Michael, if you're still listening, can you turn off the broadcast?
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Get it. End broadcast. And
before